Good evening, Corvallis, and welcome to your Wednesday night edition of Beaver News. We're glad to have you with us. I'm Andy Judson.
And I'm Spencer Smallwood. Young voters in Oregon have made a difference. Researchers in a recent study found that Oregon led the nation with the highest percentage of voters aged between 18 and 29 participating in the 2010 election. Of all the states, Oregon was found to have the highest percentage of eligible voters between 18 and 29 to participate, with a turnout of 35.7%. The study was conducted by the Center of Information and Research on Civic Learning and Engagement at Tufts University. The study was an examination of young voters' participation in the midterm election throughout the United States. A possible source of Oregon's high numbers in the election may be the political groups that come to the campus to help students register and focus on encouraging voters to complete their ballots. On campus, the Associated Students of Oregon State University hold a voter registration campaign every fall to register students who are not often registered to vote or registered in their home district and cannot vote in Corvallis.
Students renting in Corvallis could face an increase in rent by 10 to 50% due to the lack of housing and ever-increasing demand by renters. Camille Jacob St. Ingram reports from the Daily Barometer. According to Bob Lowen, a Corvallis housing specialist, some of the increases have already taken effect and will continue through summer and fall. Lowen stated that the demand is high and the supply is low. Due to the economy, it has been difficult for builders to obtain financing to build and for investors to obtain mortgages to purchase rental properties. Avoiding rental increase can be a difficult pursuit. Students can, however, expect their expenses to stay lower if their landlord has less maintenance to perform, Lowen said.
The Beavers won a new kind of Civil War this past week. A new rivalry between Oregon State University and the University of Oregon has become a part of the Corvallis culture. In recent years, this rivalry has been known to extend beyond the football field and basketball court, finding its way into recycle mania. Overall, OSU recycled and composited a total of about 500,000 pounds, beating out U of O by 5.5 more pounds per person this year's past competition. Recycle Mania took place on OSU campus January 23rd through April 2nd, 2011, and is a 10-week national competition that promotes recycling and waste reduction habits. Andrea Norris, outreach coordinator for the Department of Recycling, said, "This is an annual competition between universities in all 50 states, and even some schools in Canada. Recycle Mania began in 2001 between two schools and has since grown to over 600 schools. Though victory is sweet, the main purpose of Recycle Mania is to bring awareness of a more green lifestyle to the community."
Saturday, the Huio Hawaii Club at Oregon State University held their 56th annual luau, which offered natives of Hawaii an opportunity to engage in a familiar culture while giving everyone else a chance to experience something new. Davis Hawachi, a senior in electrical and computer engineering who helped run the country store, said, "I think the best part to see all the people who aren't from Hawaii come and experience a new culture and learn something new. It's cool to see them leave having experienced something different." There was a long line of people waiting to enter Gill Coliseum to enjoy an evening filled with traditional food and dances.
Well, speaking of Hawaiian culture, we now go to Christina Haller with a news package on the new restaurant in town. We seem to be having some technical difficulties right now, so we're going to take a short break, but when we return, we will have your national news for the evening. Stay tuned.